What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of On the Mic with Michael Flix. Back for another week right here only on Dream Radio. Got another special guest here, my guy Elijah Black. How you doing, bro? I'm good, bro. Can't complain. You somebody I've been watching since middle school. I've been watching you play basketball anyway since middle school. But what recently, honestly wanted me to bring you in here, pardon my stuttering. What wanted me to bring you in here was me seeing you playing football. I'm like, I don't know if I ever seen dude play football before. How long you been playing football?
I've been playing for, honestly, I started playing when I was in 8th grade, and then after that, I went to high school, and then I wasn't really, trying to get into it. I've been playing basketball for a long time, so that's really what I do. But 8th grade is really the only time I actually was out there playing, and I did pretty well, but, football's not really, something I love, so I didn't fall through with it going to high school.
So I saw you playing wideout for your high school. Did you play wideout back in 8th grade?
I played wide receiver, kick returner. I'm not really much of a tackler, you feel me? So they don't really be having me play the defense too much. But, the offense, I'm there. I have hands, I'm fast. So I was able to do that with ease.
So with you not playing since 8th grade to focus on basketball, what made you want to go back to football? This is your senior year, right?
Yeah.
So what made you want to go back to football this year?
Because they be seeing me here on campus, and, everybody know I'm on the basketball team, but they used to be seeing me on campus, and then they just be begging me every time they see me there. They be just be like, when you gonna get on the football field? So just the last time they asked me, I was like, all right, I'm gonna come check it out, see what's up. They drove me up to the field, and then I went out, checked it out, and I wasn't really I still was kind of hesitant on it, but I was just all okay, I'm just gonna do it.
And how long ago was this?
This was probably 2 weeks ago. I only practiced for 2 weeks. That was literally my first game after 2 weeks of practice.
Yesterday was your first game?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even practice the whole week because I missed 1 or 2 practices because I had to go get a physical and stuff like that. And I just went out there.
How'd it feel to be back out there?
Man, I was nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. I was nervous the first play I went in because practice I was nervous. And then after the first practice, I was cool. And then the first game, which was yesterday, I was nervous. And then coach makes me do he makes me go long. And then I was just starstruck. I missed the pass, and then that's when I was just in my head. I was just thinking, dang, what if I miss all my passes tonight? But then after that, my team got me together. They told me not to worry about it. And then I just went out there and then, did a little better, caught some passes. And then I got 1 touchdown, and then it was a cool experience.
Congratulations on that, by the way. That was dope. I was I figured as soon as they get in the red zone, they could just throw it up to you every time, pretty
Honestly,
much.
That's all they really need to do. Just lead that pass to me. I'm going to go get it.
Now, with basketball being your main sport, and I'm assuming what you're probably going to want to go to college for and continue a career with, pardon me, did you have any reservations to playing football? Maybe you could get hurt, or did you have any of those thoughts?
Honestly, I never really thought I was going to, play football this year. This was really last minute. They already have played 2 games. And this is the 3rd game that I just hopped on. But my mentor at home, he kind of was talking to me about it. Just after seeing this game yesterday, he was just all oh, you're really a football player and stuff like that. So he said I could easily just go to college for football, and then I could easily just be there and then be a walk-on on basketball, and that could just be a whole nother opportunity. So I was just I didn't really think of it like that because I already know a lot. This basketball stuff is not just easy to make it or go to college in it. So, I'm not really just it's not guaranteed. But that could be an option. Football could be an option. I could go to college for football and then possibly be a walk-on for basketball. But that's just another option I'm putting up.
And who's your mentor, if you don't mind me asking?
It's my mom's boyfriend. He's a trainer. He's from Hawaii, and a lot of people don't know about him. His name is Tez Whitlock, and he's a really good mentor. He's a trainer. He just really teaches me a lot of stuff that I need to know, and a lot of stuff that I didn't know because I didn't really have a father figure growing up like that. So it was cool having him to come in and mentor and just give me that extra info that I need to know. So I learned a lot from him, honestly.
That's dope.
Just what he preaches to me and stuff like that.
That's dope. Shout out to him, man. That's dope.
Yep, shout out to him.
That's dope. Now, like I said, I think the first time I saw you play, I think you were in 7th grade, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Maybe 8th grade. Maybe 8th grade. But I believe you were playing for the Soldiers.
Yeah, the Soldiers. That was a minute ago.
Right, like I said, 8th grade. You were a senior now, so it was a while ago. And you were obviously one of the bigger kids out there and one of the better players out there. And I remember thinking when this dude get to high school, it's going to be a wrap. And so your freshman year was at Mission Bay, correct?
Correct.
And then you transferred to Foothills.
Right.
And now you're at Mount Miguel.
Yep, Mount Miguel.
What was, if you don't mind me asking, what was the reason for all the moving around?
I was just trying to find an opportunity and a good fit for me so I could just play at my full potential. But, things happen through people's careers and stuff. So, I landed it. I ended off going to Mount Miguel, and it was pretty cool. I actually got to play varsity basketball for once, like actually play, and, be out there. So it was a good experience. But it was just trying to find a good fit, honestly.
Right, because you played varsity at all the schools you went to.
Yeah.
And your freshman year was actually Boogie Ellis' senior year, correct?
Yeah.
What was it like being one of his teammates? Was anything you pick up from him?
That was a cool experience too. We had a lot of seniors, and I was just a freshman. We had seniors, and then we had the juniors, and then the sophomores, and I was just a freshman. So it was cool being with all my friends and all the dudes I got to grow up playing basketball with, and it was cool having a 5-star and just seeing like behind the scenes on what he got to like experience and just like all the media and interviews and all that type of stuff. It was cool like seeing that because it just made me want to just like do that same thing. Like everybody would want to like have that just that attention and stuff like that. But it was cool. It was cool just being behind the scenes of all that stuff that he got to do.
Right. Nice. Now, you said last year, your first year at Mount Miguel, you actually got to be on the floor, got to play big minutes finally for the first time. What was that like? How did that feel?
It was exciting. Like
one of the leaders of your team.
Yeah, like the first game, I kind of was trying to just get into it, just like with the football, just trying to get into it, and then after all that, I think our second game was against Grossmont, and then I had 28, and then I got interviewed by the KUSI, and that was a cool experience too. So like. It just made me just like, you feel me? I just wanted to like prove a point to show that I'm really like built for this. I could play like varsity basketball and put up points.
You feel like you feel like that 28-point game was like your statement game, or what do you think was like your statement moment last season?
I can't really.
Or have you not had one yet?
I really haven't had one like
okay.
that I really just went off. Like the 28 was slight, but it wasn't really like a loud 28. Like it was kind of quiet. Like it wasn't really like, oh, he scored 28. But to them, apparently it kind of was, because I got an interview after the game, but it wasn't really.
I get two more, get that 30 piece, man.
I know it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't really nothing like serious to me. It was cool, whatever.
Right.
But
Now, what are you looking forward to going into your team? You're gonna be a team captain this year?
For
basketball. For basketball.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Now, what are you looking forward to going into senior year? What are your expectations? Do you have any personal goals? What are you looking forward to?
We don't really have like the same squad that we had last year, so I'm just gonna like put myself to the test, see if I'll be able to lead this young team, because we got a lot of freshmen and sophomores that are finna be on the squad. So just be able to just help them out, be a good leader with them and just teach them, like just help them do the right thing and stuff like that. That's all I really want to just help them, like just be a mentor just for my last year. I'm not really tripping if I win or not or what I do. Just I'm gonna try to do my part, obviously, and then just mentor to my young guys.
Have any college interest right now for basketball or football for that matter?
No, not right now.
Okay. If you dream school, like if you got like a dream school to go to, what school would you play for?
Honestly, I don't want to get out of San Diego. I really wouldn't care where I go. I just want to like I said, I just want an opportunity. Like I always want an opportunity, a good one. So I wouldn't really care where I went. I don't want to go to like a JUCO, but obviously if that's the case, I'm not gonna trip about it, but I would love to go to the university somewhere out of San Diego or California, something like that.
A lot of guys make it shake out of a JUCO, man. A lot of guys make it shake out of a JUCO.
I'm not tripping on it. Like basketball, I'm not gonna ever like sweep basketball under the table. Like I'm always gonna like try to do something in that. But football, I got options now. Like I didn't think I was gonna be able to just go out there and then, like even though my school is D4, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna try to do something. Like I'm not gonna try to, I'm not sweeping the basketball under the table. But I'm gonna see what's up with it, both of them.
So it sounds like you're kind of making a transition to football being your main sport. Is what it sounds like.
I don't know. This was only my first.
Don't let me put you on the spot.
Nah, this is my first game, so I'm gonna see. Like my next game is next Friday, so I'm gonna see how I do. I practice this week, and then the next game. Maybe this game was just a little lucky game. I don't know, but I'm gonna see how it is.
Who you guys got next week?
I don't know yet, but the I heard the best team that we've played was Westview. That's in our league. That's probably like the best team that's probably in our league. So the other teams that we play shouldn't be like all that or anything. It shouldn't be like any tough games or nothing. But
Now, switching over to basketball again, if you could have you patterned your game after any player, and if you haven't, who do you think your game is like most similar to?
That's a tough question. Like, I feel like my athleticism, I'll say like like a Westbrook. I can't really say what I mark my game after. That's a tough question. You feel me? I don't got the smoothest jumper, so.
Okay,
I'll say De'Aaron Fox, honestly.
Okay,
De'Aaron
okay,
Fox.
I can see that.
I'll say
I can see
De'Aaron
that.
Fox, something like that. Like, I'll say De'Aaron Fox.
Now, who's somebody who's a player that you look at and you're like, man, I wish I could play like him? Like, who's the one guy that you look like man?
KD for sure. Everybody wish they could play like KD.
Yeah.
KD's like, you feel me?
Do
He's
it
the
all.
toughest scorer. Like he's just him. Like a KD, like a Kobe. I wouldn't really say LeBron because like LeBron, he's just like he's not really like he's not like a scorer. Like he's just like older than like I don't know how to explain it. Everybody knows how LeBron is, but I don't really look at LeBron like as a scorer. So KD is really somebody that you feel me. That's just I always liked KD growing up. That was my guy. So,
do you feel like you have anything to prove?
I got a lot to prove. Like I've gone through so many things, just growing up and just being in high school. I've gone through so many obstacles and
Like what?
Like just all this moving schools and trying to find opportunities and people thinking that I'm not gonna be able to just like be that person that I was in 8th grade and just stuff like that. Just proving people wrong. I just feel like I really do got something to prove. Everybody, like people talk about me, not like I'm not saying people just talk about me bad ways. People talk about me good ways and stuff like that. Everybody got their own opinions, but I really just feel like I just want to prove everybody wrong. Like just let everybody know I can do it, and that's really what it is.
And you proving everybody wrong. What does that look like?
Just going far in whatever I do, either football or basketball. Like at least hitting college. Something that if I go to college and that's proving that's proving everybody wrong, because like that's the biggest thing is if you can get to college, that's really what it is. Like forget all that other stuff. You can get to college, that's proving everybody wrong.
Got you. So it's not like a numbers
It's
thing
not
or like
none of that.
a championship
I'm not
thing.
trying to get a CIF. If you get to college off a sport, any sport you're doing, that's an accomplishment. So you feel me? That's proving somebody wrong. I don't care what anybody say. That's accomplishment. So
And that's still the goal to go to college off athletics.
Yep, that's the goal. Anything I do, football or basketball. If I get there, then off either one of those, then I'm good. Because then I'm gonna only grow from there. I'm gonna only get better or whatever I'm doing, either football or basketball. So I'm not tripping off that. Like if I'm there, then I'm gonna only. Like I might even achieve the goal that I want to do, which is play professional basketball. I know I don't even want to play professional football, but professional basketball, that's something I would love to do. But we gonna see. Time will only tell.
I hear you. Now outside of outside of athletics, outside of football and basketball, what type of stuff are you into?
What type of stuff am I into? I like shoes. I be reselling shoes a little bit.
Yeah, I seen you check out the shoes outside.
Yeah, I love shoes. I'm really into the fashion. I like putting on the drip, and what else I like to do?
What brands what's some of the stuff that you like to wear? Your favorite pieces to buy?
I like Bape. I like Jordans. I like Yeezys and stuff like that. Supreme, all that stuff. Like I like all that type.
So it don't really
fashion.
matter as long as it's dope. You'll buy it.
Yeah, it don't really matter. I mean, I know it's all like expensive stuff that I just called out right now, but that's just what I'm into. I've always been into that type of stuff. Like since I was like in like I want to say probably like 6th grade, 7th grade, I started getting into all the little fashion stuff. I started copying J's and stuff like that, and then my mom started supporting it. My mom used to spoil me with all the stuff, so I've always been into this stuff. So
That's what's up. I always been into looking nice, but I was never really into the name brands. I was always a shoe guy. Like growing up, my my mom didn't believe in buying like the bit like expensive shoes, so we rocked the Payless shoes up until like sixth grade.
Nah, I feel
So when 6th, 7th grade hit, you know what I'm saying, start making your own little money, could buy your own shoes, I turned into a sneakerhead. But that was all I was really into. I was never really into like, that's not true. I got into name brand jeans at one time. I was on the True Religions. The True Religions, the Visus, the Red Monkey jeans. That's a little bit before your time. All of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I used to be into that. I used to be big into fashion.
Yeah.
I'm still into it now, but now I try to cop like more like black-owned brands and stuff like that. Try not to be a free billboard, if you know what I mean. What else you into other than fashion?
Damn, I'm not into.
You a gamer? You skateboard? What do you do?
I mean, I'll be working out. That's really. I'll just be working out my game and stuff. I'm about to start working out with this football stuff just so I can just be good. Cause I just really just went out there and just use my ability. But obviously, there's like other stuff that I gotta be able to do to be good at this football stuff. I can't just go out there all the time and just use my athleticism or whatever. But I work out and yeah, I play the game. I got the PS5, so I'll be on that. For a little bit, I'm not crazy with it though. I'm not a gamer, so I'll get tired of it for like real quick. I'll give it a couple hours and then I'm off that.
I hear you. But get into you mentioned working out. You should look. You might have seen them on Instagram already, but DC Athletics. DC Athletics. A lot of the college and pros and actually the high school guys, they go to see him too. He does everything. Field work. He got his own gym. He got the weights. He got everything. You should look into working with him, man. And he just brought a boxer into a boxing trainer in too. So he got like a little one-stop shop over there. You should look into that. Okay, that's dope though, man. So you like working out part of your lifestyle. And if you wasn't playing sports anymore, you'd still be working out, training, and everything.
I'm sure I would. Like I always just work out because I'm gonna have to get better and stuff. I like to be fit. So and my mom pushes me a lot too, and her boyfriend, which is the dude that mentors me, they push me a lot. So it's kind of like something that I got to do, even if I really didn't want to do it. They push me to my limit, so like I just got to do it.
That's one thing I tell anybody, man. Like even after athletics is done, keep working out, man. That was something that like I tell my friends all the time. I'm only 32, but I be telling my friends all the time. If I would have known getting back into shape hurts as much as it does, I would have never got out of shape. I know it don't look it because I'm mad skinny, but I'm way out of shape. I could maybe get up and down the court maybe twice, and my heart will start thumping.
Yeah, it's good to stay in shape because like the older you get, this is gonna slow you down. So it's good to be fit and eat the right things so you can live longer and stuff like that. Like that's a fact. Like
you said eating the right things.
People do need to know that like eating the right things and just what you put in your body and then just like the time that you put into your body is gonna like really benefit you later in life. Like if you ain't doing that, then don't expect to live too long.
You keep a pretty strict diet?
I'm I'm over here saying that, but I really just be eating. Like I eat whatever. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't like junk food. Like I don't like sweet stuff like that. I don't like candy. Like you ain't gonna see me sit here and see me just eating on candy or like stuff like that. I really don't like sweet stuff. Like I like sweet drinks though. That's my problem. Like I'll really like kill some lemonade or something like that. Sweet tea. I'll kill something like for real. I'll really chug that whole thing.
In my opinion, that's what really slows you down. Sugar and bread.
Yeah, that's.
Bread, which turns into sugar later, but bread and sugar is what really slow you down. I think I went vegan for that's different than just cutting out bread. But I went vegan for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But cutting out the dairy and cutting out the bread, really, like a lot of like the fatty breads.
Yeah.
World of difference, bro. And I was still playing flag football back then. Like a lot of like when you got to spit when like saliva's mad thick and it's hard to breathe. Like you don't have a lot of that when you cut out bread and sugar.
Yeah, you said you was able to see a difference.
Oh, big time.
Because my girlfriend's family, like they eat strictly plant-based everything, and then she put me on to plant-based chicken sandwiches and plant-based burgers and stuff. And I realized when I eat them, you feel me, I don't even be full. Like I'll be able to eat like 3 of them things. It just made my body feel good.
Yeah, it's a difference.
After I ate it, I didn't feel like
exactly
tired.
You satisfied. You're not full.
Like I'm not full.
And that's the difference. A lot of the food that we typically eat, where like it conditions your body to like feel that feeling to get to full.
It don't even
you don't
be
need
bad
to eat that
either.
much.
Like it isn't like the food. It don't really be bad. Like the stuff that I've tried plant based, it don't really taste bad. Like it actually tastes pretty good.
Sometimes some of it you do gotta get used to. Like I don't like any of the plant based cheese. I don't like it. Well, no, there's one that they sell at the Mission Bay Market.
I haven't
that
tried
like.
any cheese in them, but there is this place by San Diego State that they sell plant-based like everything, burgers.
Mission Square Market.
I don't know what it's called. It's called like Plant Growth or something like that.
Okay.
But it's like literally everything there is plant-based. It's literally on SDSU's campus, and they sell plant-based everything. It was pretty cool. It wasn't bad.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not as strict to that diet anymore, but I'll preach it to anybody, man. If you could, like, get up enough to do it, because it's tough sometimes, especially when you're used to a lot of cheese and a lot of red meat. It's hard to cut out, especially the cheese. But if you could do it, I'll put anybody on it, man. I promise you, like, my brother was like, "Oh, come on, bro," but I was telling him, like, bro, I promise you, like, I feel like I was seeing colors brighter, like I could breathe way easier. That's a fact. Like, everything, bro. It made everything better. I'm telling you.
No, that's a fact. For real.
Yeah, I think if I was a coach, I would challenge my team to try to, like, go plant-based for a week or something like that, just to see if they notice the difference.
They'll notice a difference for sure. Like, everybody that would, put themselves up for that test, that you're gonna notice a difference. It's gonna benefit you for sure. Mm-hmm. But it's just, you got, obviously if you put your mind to it, then obviously you're gonna be able to do it. But it's all if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, it might be hard to do, like, during the season, because I'm a little dude anyway, but I lost weight when I changed my diet.
Especially if you got a family that cooks all the time, then it's gonna be hard for sure. But
especially like the minorities, like the way we eat, you know what I'm saying? Like the way we eat, a lot of fatty stuff, a lot of carbs in every diet, you know what I'm saying? I can go on and on about that. Like a lot of the way the minorities eat, bro, it's like it just needs to be better, you know what I'm saying? That's all. Anyway, that's dope. I didn't think we'd talk about nothing like that when you came here today, bro. Check that out.
I know.
Anyhow, anybody want to shout out? Anything you wanna talk about before you get out of here?
Nah, just stay tuned, y'all. I got something coming for y'all. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna be back. I appreciate you for having me here.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you stopping through a lot of times. And I understand I hit people up like last minute because I had somebody cancel. And you're somebody I was going to hit you up either tonight or tomorrow morning about next week. But I had somebody cancel. I was like, well, I'm going to reach out to him tonight. And I seen you playing football. I was like, oh, it's perfect timing. So I appreciate you coming in last minute, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. And good luck rest of the football season. If I don't see you before basketball, good luck with that too, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's been another episode of On the Mic with Michael Flix. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Take care.